Eli Hodap, are you familiar with Minecraft?
No, I've never heard of it.
Are you familiar with guns?
No, I live in a peaceful society.
Oh man, well I'm gonna have a hard time explaining this video game to you. I'm just gonna forget about it. This is like Minecraft.
I am familiar with towers.
Yeah, it's like tower defense, but with Minecraft and with guns. I think the easiest way to explain it is just I'll just play. Now there's two modes of play here. There's a survival mode and there's a quick start. Quick start gives you a ton of resources to use, but I find survival is a little bit cooler, a little bit more fun to play. You have to harvest resources as you play.
Seems cool.
Yeah. So to give you an impression here, the first thing you do is lay down a base, and basically what's going to happen is in every round there's going to be a horde of bad dudes that kind of look like goblins with an attitude, right? These goblins are going to try to beat up my base. The fortress part comes in with I can make walls, and I can also put down guns and stuff to protect myself.
So really Minecraft-y.
Yeah, it is, especially with the wall mechanic, because you can get pretty elaborate, I guess, if you were good at this video game, which I admit I am not.
I've seen some people on our forums have some pretty elaborate bases built.
Yeah, you can go nuts. You can go nuts for surezies. I'm gonna go ahead and. Here's a good spot. I feel like this is a good spot.
High ground?
Yeah. Gonna have some problems getting to me. And that space is just a thing. A big silver box. It has HP on the side. 1500 out of 1500. That's what you're seeing. This game's a little UI overload. So if you have any questions, bro, just hurl them at me.
Yeah, no, I was playing this myself, and it's kind of it's one of those games where you gotta kind of just play with it.
Yeah, for quite a while. Right now I'm just laying down concrete. It's one of several different kinds of blocks you can actually lay down. Let me open up the menu here. There's a lot of different stuff, and they all have different strengths.
Now, is there an actual crafting mechanic that you've come across yet, or is it just this building?
There is crafting. So what you do is, as you play, you want to isolate minerals that are all over the map. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Here we go. You can lay down a mining shaft. And basically what happens is, as you play, it takes that rare mineral. Then when you're done with your game, you back out and you start modifying the crap you already have.
Oh, neat.
With that. But everything needs to be powered. That's kind of the catch with this game. So I laid down a power block right there. And power blocks are... power is finite, so you kind of have to watch what's going on with that. Now, I'm not that great at watching my power supply, so if you notice me having some problems later in this video...
Yeah, I didn't. When I was playing this first time, I didn't really understand the power mechanic because I built all these turrets, right? Because typical tower defense, like just build, go nuts,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And this was kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah,
now, do you know if the power bricks have a certain number of things they can power, or is it like a certain radius?
Yeah, a certain number of things they can power. So right now at the top, you see 1 out of 5, and that's my power crap right there. So that thing could theoretically charge 5 things, but the problem is my base is kind of over here. You have to protect your mining facilities. So I'm going to throw a turret over there, because bad guys will automatically attack that.
Yeah.
As you see, these bad boys, they ain't getting powered, so got to throw down another power block. Never good for a 6 out of 10. It's pretty good base I think I'm building here.
How do you get the dudes to come?
You have to click on the top left, so you actually pick whenever you're ready. I have $0, so I've spent the resources that I have right now. So you just click that and go. Now you get a little first-person mode here, where I can shoot stuff with this gun.
You have unlimited bullets?
Yeah. And as you level up, you can leveling is persistent, by the way. So as you play the game, you'll just level up and whatever. Then eventually you'll be able to access bigger and better weapons. There's also IAP to double your experience. It's kind of like a coin doubler.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I don't know where the bad dudes are coming from yet.
Now, is there a way in tower defense games you found so far that you can speed this up? Like you can make creeps go twice as fast or whatever? And stuff
right. Yeah, no, I haven't found a way. There might be. I don't know. It's a tough one. Alright, see this is a bad dude with a sword. Eventually they start coming out with guns and stuff. It's kind of your first wave,
Yeah.
And sometimes they drop money, and that's how you make the money to buy new turrets and crap.
Well, what's so I mean, I guess while this is going, if like Forsaken Media, the developers of this, they've made a lot of like really cool stuff. Like I never really get a feel for how well they're doing on the App Store because the games they make always seem to kind of appeal to that like kind of like really gamery kind of niche audience.
Yeah.
Which means that their stuff really never seems to chart with any kind of in any meaningful way, you know. But I don't necessarily know if that's a good or a bad thing, you know. Like if they're a small company and they're making, you know, $1,000 a day on this game, that's pretty good, right?
I think they're just four brothers. I think that's their story. That's why they're Forsaken, right?
But they've made so previous games they've made is that Bug Heroes game, which you play as a little insect guy, and it's kind of a neat cross between like tower defense and castle defense kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's really worth checking out. Heroes and Castles, I think, is their most recent release aside from this, and that is another castle defense game where you have like this hero avatar thing in a 3D world that you can actually like, go out and like hit dudes with and cast spells and stuff. Ooh. It's pretty cool. That's definitely a game I wish was on like Xbox Live Arcade though,
right? Because
it's just like controlling your little hero guy with you really just, it would be so much better if you had a controller.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I was kind of hesitant to show this off because, like, you know, just the first-person control is not very good at this whole virtual control thing. Like, if he knows my gun going all over the place, that's my fault.
Yeah, the Heroes and Castles, at least for me, I mean, it seemed especially tricky to get my dude to like go where I wanted him to go and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, people on our forums are having a good time with the game, so I'm just an idiot, I think. Sky Gnomes we liked a lot too. That's another game of theirs. That was that like kind of like skydiving racing game where he plays a gnome on like a weird rocket or whatever, like running into the ground.
Yeah.
And I think they started with New York Zombies, which just okay in my opinion, but you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, New York Zombies 2 was a little different.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I don't know. It's worth if you like this game or if you've liked the other games this developer has made. This is an instance where you really should look at the rest of their catalog because like all their games, what I like about them so much is that all their games are very different from each other. You know, it's not like like 100 Temple Run iterations or whatever. You know, it's like each game is very different, and each game would really appeal to kind of gamery people.
Right. Yeah.
Which is neat, but again, you know, that's like it's such stark contrast to like what the mass market app store audience seems to want that.
Right. Yeah.
I never really know if they're just barely getting by or like how that all works out.
Exactly. Yeah. Just adding some more blocks here. I wish I could build a moat. I bet you can.
Probably. Can you dig out blocks? I wonder if that has any effect on your dudes.
Yeah, I think you can just remove blocks like willy-nilly.
Oh, costs $1 to remove, huh?
Oh, terrain blocks. I'll spend $1. There you go. So you can pretty much, I guess you could just build a huge crater, I guess, if you wanted to, actually.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see once this game has been out for a couple of weeks, like what turns out to be like the good strategy. Because I was thinking when I was playing, I did the same thing where I tried to start really high. And I was like, well, I wonder if it'd be better to start low because maybe your guns can shoot up, you know, as your dudes are all like coming down into your little crater. Does that make sense? Call.
Yeah. You just go nuts.
So do you ever? I wonder if you ever have you seen more guns than just a machine gun? Like, can you upgrade those?
You can. I'm kind of strapped for cash right now, so I can't really do that too much. But there's tons of guns, and they're all level gated too. So like, I need to be level 6. It seems like level 6 is where you get all the good stuff, by the way. But you know, howitzer, plasma gun, they all require quite a bit of power, so you have to be savvy about the way you spend that. Let's go ahead and get in here. Let's do this. Like my beginner's note.
The screenshots they've got in iTunes look really cool of stuff you can build in this game. Like they've got the fourth screenshot is like this crazy battleship thing that they built in the middle of the water.
I like it. Yeah, I haven't played around too much with the water, although I have a feeling it would mess with their movement pretty nice. AI is interesting in this game, so like, you know, once you start playing this a lot, you kind of get a sense for what the AI prioritizes. It seems like they prioritize walls first, guns second, you third.
I almost wonder if it would make more sense for you to like build little columns on the corners, like away from your base, so the guns can shoot in. Because it almost seems like I wonder if they can't hit it quite right because you have the guns on such a sharp angle. Like that gun is shooting those two dudes out there, but not the guy that's like actually hitting the wall. That makes sense?
No, it does. It does. I was worried about those gun dudes. They've been ripping me up pretty nice. I can't wait till I get a better gun too, because boy. There we go. Climbing's real easy. It's actually a lot easier than even in Pocket Edition if you're familiar with that game. Like you just move towards something and you automatically jump up it.
Oh, that, I mean,
it's kind of got like a clamber mechanic. You have to be like perfectly on something. This way, you can go like sideways onto a block. Like, the game doesn't care.
yeah, that was another thing that was actually like really nice in that game, the Blockheads. You know,
Yeah,
it was like you didn't need to worry about like any kind of acrobatics or jumping. You just tap where you want to go. Done.
yeah, exactly. It's actually one of the more smooth first-person shooter games I've played. Actually, in terms of virtual controls, like I don't feel like I'm out of control as much as I am in control. You know.
Well, yeah. Also, I mean, it might be because like the actual like first-person shooting aspect is almost kind of secondary. Like you're just kind of like helping your base as opposed to like if all these guys were coming after you, I think it might be frustrating. Like most iOS first-person shooters.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I am destroying here my Tower of Power.
So you just need to kill these last 6 enemies, and then that wave is complete.
Yes. Pretty easy wave, actually.
And this seems a lot. This is giving me a really, I mean, unsurprisingly, very Minecrafty vibes. And that, like, right now, it seems like you're pretty limited, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, when you look at those menus and stuff like that, I bet if you really stuck with this game, you'd have just crazy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, as you play too, as you get better, like the next wave we'll play actually is going to be one where they horde up together. So there's kind of like a horde AI thing. Unless it's procedural and I'm just crazy, but theoretically the third wave should be like kind of a nastier wave where I'm going to get beat up pretty nice. Can I afford a plasma gun yet? Let me see here. Oh.
Ooh. But can you power the plasma gun?
I also put the plasma gun in a stupid place right there. I don't know what I was thinking, but...
Can you move it, or do you have to destroy it and rebuy it?
I think you have to destroy it. I haven't figured out a move mechanic yet.
What about the finger on the far left?
It's just select. So, like, everything has a firing arc, and you actually make the stuff target if you have that kind of time on your hands.
Oh, there we go.
Which is interesting.
See, now I wonder if that plasma thing has, like, no line of sight to the ground now.
Yeah, I don't think it does, actually. You're right. Well, it looks cool, though. Oh, actually, one more thing I can actually buy right now, just for funsies, is landmines. So you can just put these wherever you want. There we go. Just a Minecrafty kind of thing. You know, if you're clever and fast enough too, you can kind of, like, whenever the AI starts clustering up, you know, throw a landmine in front of them.
Yeah,
They'll handle it.
It seems really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely neat. Let's go ahead and start it. I'm just going to die anyway. Want to watch my plasma gun not shoot at things. Where are these guys coming from? It also gives you a hint, but I always forget to look at it, to be honest.
Well, so the cycle of the game then is you do a wave, you get a break where you can like repair or whatever, and then it's at your discretion when the next wave starts. Yeah. Yeah,
absolutely. There's also another component too with like if you notice my health is kind of beat up 190 out of 240, right? And let me see, like I can't click on the menu. There we go. There's also a thing called a farm you can build that restores health. So there's like little weird Minecrafty touches as well. Ladders, block armor, teleporters. This game gets serious fast. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend.
Now here's the golden question though. Would you rather be playing this on your PC?
Yeah. Just for control's sake, to be honest.
Yeah. Because like that's kind of the thing with like games like this is like, man, this is, and I kind of feel the same way about some of their other games, you know. And again, if you're the kind of person that, you know, can totally jive with virtual controls, this isn't a problem for you, obviously. But like, I always play stuff like this. I'm just like, man, I wish I could, like, I had my Xbox controller or something like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But they're close. I mean, like, the building component, they nailed it. Like, it feels touch-friendly. It feels like it plays with the... You know what? That plasma gun's hitting stuff.
Yeah. I almost wonder if you're getting caught in the crossfire.
I think it was. Shoot it! Shoot that guy. Come on, do it. You know how much money you cost? What are you doing? Oh, I missed it.
It tried to shoot something. So the game is over then when the dudes bash through enough of your walls to do enough damage to your little barracks?
Yeah, exactly. Wow, you know what? I'm holding up really well. Look at this, man. There ain't nobody getting through here. That's crazy. Moats. Moats, guys. It's the way to go.
Your insane point-blank machine guns that can only fire when something's standing right in front of the barrel.
Look at that plasma gun doing work. Alright, after this wave, we'll back out real quick so I can show the folks at home the kind of crafting system.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm surprised I actually lived this long.
This is gonna be... There's only 9 enemies left. You might survive this, See, now I wonder... man, I really want to get into this game a little bit more, because, like, I wonder how the strategy works out of, like... So, like, if you were powering a bunch of mines right now, you'd be, like... crazy in the money, right? But can you only build so many power plants?
Well, I mean, power plants cost money, so I mean, it's tapped out whenever you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can also save your game midway, so if you have something going on.
That sounds like this game has some tech that SimCity doesn't even have.
Eli Sucks wasn't accepted, by the way. I'm offended by that. All right, let's see here. How do you get out? All right. As you play, you'll you know, like when I was mining a special block right there, you can outfit your stuff with those special blocks that you get, those resources. Problem is, you know, everything's level gated again, so like, you know, I don't really have access to this stuff freely.
Right.
But you can craft like a damage mod to put on your machine guns, which is, you know, something that I used heavily. You can just keep adding slots with these rare minerals and stuff like that. Now, there is IAP. You can buy packs of these rare minerals as well, and they go up in value. There's a 99-cent pack all the way to, you know, whatever you're willing to pay.
It's like on iTunes, the top one is $20.
Yeah, actually, this is interesting. Salvage mod. So this is how you get your money back whenever you screw up, like I did with that plasma gun.
It's like a good one to get.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's show the folks real quick what a quick start looks like. You pick different maps too. I guess we should pick different one. Each one has different kinds of minerals that you can get.
I think you need to be in the jungle.
Jungle.
Do this Predator style.
Let's do it.
Ooh. See now where do you want to be up high again? Is that the way to go?
It seems like it. I don't know. But look at all these green blocks, son. I could just I could be rolling in that dough if I wanted to. Now notice it gave me $2,500 to start out with. So let's go nuts with the big guns here. Oh, and a flamer? I like it. Just give people a sense of what kind of guns you can get here.
All these guns really make me want the Space Hulk game. I was thinking about that this morning.
The Space Hulk game is going to be amazing, man. I'm so
Especially
psyched.
One of your dudes has like I think the weapon is just called a flamer too.
Yeah.
Which very excited to play that game in a construct where the rules are just handled for you.
Yeah. No, that was the thing that excited me the most when we talked to those guys. I was just like, you know what? Good. That's what we needed. Was a safer way to play that game. you know, than having some dude yelling at you because you don't know what's going on.
Or better yet, playing at least the way we play Space Hulk around my house is we'll play all evening, and then someone will make a rules discovery on like the third page of the rule book that like completely nullifies like everything we spent the whole night doing.
Yep.
Like, oh, hey, wait, the enemy player chooses where the Marines are deployed. That makes so much more sense.
Cool. So I'm just playing around. Like, this is just a mess. I just wanted to see. Can we... Hopefully they'll come this way. I actually don't know which way they're coming. Mine just wasted my time. But boy, does that stuff look cool.
Coming from the area with no guns.
Yep. Well, you know, I tried. Maybe I can lure somebody over here.
Usually so if the mini-map is any indication, they are coming from the exact opposite side of where your guns are.
Yeah. It's alright. Wait, well, you know what? These guys are kind of spreading out. Wow, this is no joke.
Water, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, now we know how water works. Does that guy have a bomb on his back? What's going on with this cat?
I don't know. He doesn't... oh, wow, your mortar.
Mortar doing some work.
This is neat. I really want to watch someone play this that's got like 20 hours into the game just to see what it's like.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that guy with the bomb seems like bad news.
Yeah,
like,
it kind of
that's
does.
probably I mean, I don't know a whole lot about this game, but this seems like not primo.
Oh, wow. Wow, that guy does not kid around.
Like
just FYI.
the torch carrier bomb blower upper guy in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, man. But Block Fortress, I like it a lot. I'm actually surprised. When I first looked at it, I was like, eh. But it's a pretty fun game, man. And I imagine the more you play, the more you're going to get out of it. It's one of those kinds of things.
Give it a look, and if you like it, check out Forsaken Media's other games, because if this appeals to you, I can almost promise the rest of their games will as well.
Yeah, man.